afternoon and thanks for joining us on the World News. I am Tunji Saliu. First, the main points. Former CBN Governor Emefiele meets bail conditions. DR Congo begins to announce results of presidential poll. Czech Republic holds national mourning for victims of mass shooting. Israel continues bombardment of Gaza. The news in full. The Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji, says that the economic challenges facing the nation will soon become a thing of the past, provided there is a synergy between the executive and the legislative arms of government. Oyebanji made the assertion at an event organized by the Office of the Senate Leader in Abuja, saying that the leadership of the National Assembly must be focused and continue to provide necessary support to President Bola Tinubu in the overall interest of Nigerians. He commended Senator Opeyemi Bamidele for his support for his government at all times and his love for the people of the state. About 1,500 aged and 300 petty traders have benefited from the first phase of the Ojúṣe Báwo outreach and intervention program of Governor Abiodun Oyebanji to assist the less privileged across the state. The beneficiaries from age 70 and above got food items, while petty traders received cash ranging from 5 to 10,000 naira. Our reporter Yemi Olajutemu has the rest of the story.
The team was in Idoele, Ayede, Oye, Aramoko, Ipole Iloro, Eyo, Ode, Omuo, Aisegba, Oduoro, and Ijesha-Isu Ekiti. Others were Awo, Igede, Iye, Igbaraudo, and Iluomoba Ekiti. Mrs. Abeu said that the development was as a result of the economic situation in the country. Noted that the Oyebanji administration was doing everything possible to alleviate the hardship caused by the fuel subsidy removal. She said that the program was meant for those who could not write letters of assistance to the governor.
It's a continuous process. It's not because it's festive period. It's just that we decided to kick off during this season. So every month we'll still go around communities to reach out to the petty traders to help boost the economy of the state as well. By next month, God willing, we will kick off from where we stopped.
Mrs. Abe called on worthy citizens to always assist the less privileged in the society. The senior special assistant advised the beneficiaries to use the money for their businesses and promised more support from government. The beneficiaries thanked the governor and prayed for his administration.
Thank you so much.
So what can you say to the governor?
I'm saying thank you to Mr. Governor. Thank you. I will do it like smart thing to buy another thing for him.
During the tour, the Oloye of Oyekiti, Oba Ademola Ademolaju, and the Onigede of Igede Ekiti, Oba James Aladesuru, commended the governor for the initiative. Yemi Olajutemu reporting.
In the meantime, the wife of the Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Olayemi Abiodun Oyebanji, has called on well-to-do individuals in the state to always reach out to the vulnerable and less privileged in the spirit of the Yuletide. She made the call while distributing cash and food items to over 100 widows and APC women leaders across the state. She sought the prayers and support of the widows for the present administration in the state to succeed. Dr. Olayemi Abiodun Oyebanji added that the government will continue to better the lot of the downtrodden. She also donated cash and food items to the Children Correctional Center, Transit Home in Ado, and the Erelu Adebayo Children's Home at Inyi, Ekiti. A former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, has been released from the Kuje Correctional Center after meeting his bail conditions. The Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja had granted 300 million naira bail to Emefiele, who is being prosecuted for alleged procurement fraud. The federal government has declared Monday and Tuesday, as well as January 1 next year, as public holidays to mark Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year Day celebrations. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who made the declaration, called on Christians to emulate the life of Jesus Christ in his practice and teachings of humility, service, compassion, and patience. In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police Olukayode Egbetokun has assured Nigerians of adequate security during the Christmas and New Year celebrations. Egbetokun noted that the police had put in place security measures towards ensuring each free celebrations across the country. This news broadcast is coming to you from Ekiti FM 91.5. For news, information, or comments, send to bssnewsroom@gmail.com. Now to the rest of the bulletin. The Democratic Republic of Congo has begun to announce the results of the general elections marred by chaotic organization and credibility concerns. The provisional results came after voting was extended to Thursday because some polling units failed to open to the public and some voters could not find their names on the voter registers. Reports say that the incumbent president, Felix Tshisekedi, is in the lead over his opposition rivals. A plane carrying 303 Indian passengers has been grounded at an airport in northeastern France on suspicion of human trafficking. The Airbus was flying from the United Arab Emirates to the Nicaraguan capital, Managua. An investigation has been launched into the purpose of the trip. The Czech Republic is holding a day of national mourning for those killed in mass shooting at a Prague university. Flags on official buildings are being flown at half-mast and a minute silence will be observed later in the day. 14 people were shot dead at the facility of arts building of Charles University in the capital by a student who thereafter killed himself. Police are investigating the motive behind the attack. U.S. President Joe Biden has announced pardons for certain federal marijuana convictions and clemency for 11 people imprisoned for non-violent drug crimes. The executive order covers those convicted under the federal law of simple possession and attempted simple possession or use of marijuana. It also applies to certain offenses on federal lands. The United States has accused Iran of being deeply involved in attacks by Houthi rebels on commercial ships in the Red Sea. The Houthis, who control large parts of Yemen, including the capital Sana'a, have launched dozens of drones and missile attacks on commercial shipping in the Red Sea. And Israel's bombardment of the Gaza Strip continues with reports of sustained airstrikes and ground attacks. A strike on the refugee camp in central Gaza killed about 18 people. People in another camp were ordered by Israeli army to move south as it continues its ground offensive. In New York, the UN Security Council adopted a resolution urging more humanitarian aid for Gaza. Let's now go to sports news in England. Liverpool will take on Arsenal in a star game later today in a match day 18 of the English Premier League by 6:30 in the evening. Also today, Tottenham Hotspur will confront Everton, while West Ham United will battle Manchester United. Also,